You are listening to Digging In Podcast, presented by Rooted Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back to another episode of the Digging In Podcast. I'm your host, Kinch O'Kelley, helping you answer all those financial questions to and through retirement. Today, we're joined by another new face to the Rooted Wealth Advisors family. He's a barber. He's a pastor. If you need Coca-Cola, he's your guy. You might hear him on the phone. Jack of all trades, really done a lot and has brought great energy and excitement to Rooted Wealth Advisors. Help me welcome Jovan Marshall. How you doing, man?
Oh, man, I am doing great. I'm excited to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's been awesome. I like the outfit today. We kind of match.
A little bit.
You just went a little bolder into the color into the pool.
Well, you know, it's a little bit gloomy outside, so I had to bring some brightness into the office, man. That's what I do.
And you do that. You do that on the daily, man. It's been fun to be. I forget how long you've been a part of the team now, but it's been
4 months, maybe
4 months, and we're finally getting you on the podcast. Oh boy, that's my bad. I'll own that one. You guys should have met Jovan a lot sooner than this. No, you're fun. Every day when you come into the office, you have this vibe, you have this energy, and you bring it to the phones when you're trying to get people into events and all that stuff, and you bring it just around the office. It's been really fun to get to know you a little bit about your family, and got to know your wife on our trip, and it's been really fun to have you on board.
It's been awesome being around, man, and everybody has welcomed me with open arms. It's been like a family away from my family at home. So I really enjoyed my time here at Rooted. It's been awesome.
Awesome. I'm glad that you're here to be a part of the team. Let's talk about a little bit of what led you to Rooted Wealth Advisors, because you're not from the industry.
Correct.
So how did you end up here?
So, I got to say it was kind of a God thing, man, so I wasn't necessarily looking for a job. You did mention that I'm a realtor. Mm-hmm. Plug.
That might be the one thing I left out, man.
Really?
That might be the one thing I left out.
Well, I am a realtor as well, so if you need a home, I know a guy. Listen, to buy, sell, or trade, I know a guy.
There you go.
But yeah, so the industry kind of took a downside turn. And I got a call from a company, and they were like, hey, there's this company in town called Rooted Wealth Advisors, and they're looking to fill, a sales position. I'm like, okay, I can kind of get with that. What are they going to be doing? What are we selling? I was like, well, it's a brand new position. They're going to create a position. I'm like, okay, so what's really going on?
You thought you were being hoodwinked.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But then I came in and I sat with you guys, and I was like, yeah, I can really see the vision, the goals that you guys set out. I'm really down with the fact that you guys are consistent and you are intentional about trying to connect with the clients, and that's something that I really enjoy, and I have a passion for myself. Because honestly, when I got into real estate, I didn't really get into it to make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. I kind of got into it to make a change. Mm-hmm. And, like you mentioned that I am a pastor, mm-hmm. and a lot of the communities that I serve sometimes feel like they don't have resources when it comes down to wealth management and buying homes. And I just wanted to be able to be that resource. And you guys, even though I see the heart and the passion behind everything that you do, and I just felt like I would be a great fit.
That's awesome, man. You've been a fit from day one. For those of you that don't know, Zach has always had a heart for service, even before he started this firm. But as really just part of this, initiative for 2023, we just want to have a heart of service, and we want to make that known. I think when I was talking to Logan earlier, it's almost like you ever had a math teacher and you do the problem and you solve it, and she's like, yeah, but how'd you get there? Show your work. And so it's like we've been building this service team. Our clients and our team here have been through a lot in 2022. It's been a roller coaster. It'll go down as one of the worst years in history in the stock market, but we want to go beyond that. We want to control what we can control, and that is the service to our clients. We might not be able to control the market, what goes up and what goes down, but we can control how we respond to them, how our heart is towards them, and how to really serve them, how to be proactive in going through some of their stuff and finding opportunities. And I'm glad that you're part of that initiative, as being able to just constantly have people on the phone, trying to find people that are really in need and could be of use of our services.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's, one of the things that I like about it. So I am the client communications manager here. So a lot of times I'm the first voice that our prospective clients are going to hear. Yeah. And I like that because, like you said, I try to bring a lot of energy, but I'm not selling anything. I'm just providing information, letting them know that we are here to help. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people are looking for, people who want to help them and not just use them as a number. So.
And it was unique, your background and all that, because we wanted somebody that had sales experience, but that wasn't really a salesperson, that had like the heart for connection, and you being like a pastor and really having a heart for people help lend itself a lot to that, right? And so it's like you are able to share with this energy about our team and about what we do, and that we really can help. But it's not on you at the end of the day to be like, well, I got to sell some stuff or I can't feed my kids,
right?
Which you got a lot of.
This is true. This is true. I have 6 kids. They're all out of the house now, except for one, the baby girl, Araya. So I'll start with the boys. So 3 boys, 3 girls. My oldest son, Deontay, very proud of all 6 of them. He just graduated, about 2 years ago now, but from Full Sail University out in Florida. Got a degree in entertainment management and moved down to California to, pursue his career.
Working on music, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Working on music. And my middle son, Jalen, he graduates from the Air Force in about a week and a half.
Awesome.
The Air Force boot camp. So I'm very proud of him. And the baby boy, JJ, he's probably bigger than everybody, but I still call him the baby. He graduates from the Army's boot camp in March. So very, very proud of all 3 of my boys. And my girls, my 2 oldest girls are enrolled at Eastern Illinois University, and the baby girl is at home ruling the house.
Hey, that just goes back to like the heart of service that I see, like from you and like what you've instilled in your kids and everything. Like they're serving our country. It really is like ingrained in every team member, and it's really cool to see it when it gets down to like the families. I know like Missy serves at her church. There's just different areas of service for almost everybody outside of Rooted Wealth Advisors, but then here collectively, we're all working with that like heart of service for one common goal. And I don't know about you, what's been your perspective on have you seen some of that?
Oh, I've definitely seen that. So even from, my aspect, I don't really have a lot of communication with, our current clients, but I've seen things that have just blown me away, So I'll be sitting in my office and everybody comes like, hey, Jovan, come out. What's going on? We're going to sing happy birthday to, Mrs. Such and Such, who's, turned, we'll just say 37.
37.
Who turned 37 today?
A young 37.
Yes. And like the entire team will just come out and be cheerful and sing and just serve. And that's one awesome thing that I do love about Rooted is because, when you join in with us, you get access to each and every person on the team. And everybody is here to serve. Everybody is here to make sure that they can do whatever we can to make sure that your experience is a great one. So I really love that.
Yeah. And obviously this role is unlike anything you've done in the past. What have you enjoyed the most about your new role?
Honestly, I would have to say the communication. I am more used to face-to-face communication, but just being able to be on the phone and bring some energy and hear people laugh, make people laugh, and have a good time with them on the phone, that's probably my favorite part of the job. On occasion, I do get hung up on, but, I think that all just comes with the territory, but I don't take it personal, I don't take it personal at all, but I just enjoy the fact that I can provide a service that I know is going to be a huge benefit for people, now and in the future and for their children and their grandchildren. So I just love being a part of a team that can provide such an amazing, source and resource to people.
Because it's not just about the here and now. Right. It's about the future, right? And when you're behind the pulpit, you're obviously worried about people's like eternal future,
soul, yeah.
Right? And so I feel like it's just kind of a natural fit to be like, okay, but before you get there, like, what is your legacy going to be like for your spouse that you're going to leave behind, kids, grandkids? Like, what does that look like? Is there anything that you've learned from just being around the office, new to the financial industry, that's kind of been like a light bulb moment for you? They've been like, oh, maybe I should be doing something like that.
You know what, man? I've learned a couple of things. So first, having a plan for retirement is important.
That's a good one. I know a guy who can help you with that.
You know a guy? Okay.
I know a guy.
I might need to talk to him after this.
Yeah.
But so I came from an industry where I cut hair. It was all cash industry. Being a realtor, I get paid, put my money in my pocket. And I haven't done the best job at planning for my future and planning for my retirement. And, you know, just being here, I've understood and learned that planning for retirement is something that's very important. It takes sometimes a lot more than just saving money. So that's one thing that I've learned. And I've also learned that you might be able to go find someone who does financial advising anywhere. But I have not, because I talk to people on the phone all day about their experiences and, you know, maybe some of their experiences with other financial advisors. And this is not a slam on any other company, but from one thing I've heard, nobody takes care of their clients and treats their clients like family the way Rooted does. And that's one thing that, you know, I've learned about the industry is that sometimes it's just a numbers game, but that's not how we do it here at Rooted. And that's one thing that I enjoy and love about this company.
Yeah, it's what sets Rooted and Zach and what he founded apart from everybody else. I think you know a little bit about my background, and I used to work with hundreds of financial advisors. And for a lot of them, the overwhelming majority, it is just a numbers game. It's how many people can we get in? How many people can we get to become clients? Okay, how does that affect our bottom line? Right. Where can I go on a trip this year because of that, right? And so it's just this constant numbers game, but the really excellent ones really have a heart for service, really have a heart for people, really take the time to listen and understand how everybody's situation is different. What's the proper situation for you might not be the proper situation for me. And if you go to these big box financial places, it's, you'll order off the menu. The menu is A, B, or C.
All right. Put them in a cookie cutter.
Yeah. Here's the cookie cutter. And that's not really what's doing the due diligence, doing what's best for certain individuals, and our ability to kind of take into account everything, not just what's happening now, but what may be happening for your situation as far as taxes down the road. What does that look like? What does that look like when a spouse passes away, or, those different factors? And really what sets Zach and John and Joe and the advisory team here at Rooted apart is that Zach really has a heart for teaching and wants to teach people. And he's helped the other advisors on the team really have that same mentality. And so when they're going into an appointment or a workshop, their goal is to connect with people and to teach them something, whether they become clients or not. Like, sure, does it help us at the end of the day? Absolutely. But it also helps them. But the main goal of the event is just to connect and to provide some value, maybe help them learn or understand something that they didn't have the concept in their head before or didn't know fully. And so to see that and experience that at some of these events, I don't know how many events I've been to that people are like, that was mind-blowing. That was the best event ever. And I'm like, well, thanks. Like, you don't have to become a client. That means something.
It means a
when
lot.
we're providing value at no charge to people.
For sure. It definitely does.
And we're about to get going on event season here. Any event you're super excited about to attend?
I'm looking forward to the Regos event and the events here locally because, like I said, there are a lot of people that are here in the community that I would love to get this, this vision and a lot of this information in front of. So I am excited about the events here. Yeah.
In Bourbonnais, we go Regos. This year we're adding Tucci's into the fold to get them. So we'll add a little Italian flair in there. We eat at some pretty nice places when we go out, which is part of the value we provide. Also, how are you feeling about adding new spaces, being able to talk to people all across the country at this point?
I'm excited about it, man. I'm looking forward to, chat with some people down up in Denver and Nashville. I've got a lot of family in Nashville, so if you guys need an extra hand down there.
We do. We need all hands on deck.
Yes, sir.
It's been really cool. I know there's been some mixed emotions from people about us adding these places, but really, it comes back to service, right? And we've been building the service team behind the scenes, and now we get to really show it. And by going out and kind of diversifying our business, like we diversify clients' portfolios a lot of the time, it actually lends itself to us helping more. Right. Because as we're growing, we're busting at the seams here in this office. And so we're about trying to do what's best for the business, do what's best for our clients first and foremost, and then just being able to service them better. And by having these locations, it actually does help us have more advisors on staff, more eyes on plans, more proactive planning as we're going through from past clients and doing reviews and how we can help and what's going to change, being more proactive and less reactive. it's exciting. It's exciting.
It's very exciting.
We
have a strong team. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, as with anything, there's going to be growing pains.
Yes,
but
of course.
But I do feel like our team right now is well equipped to handle those and to get through those, and it's going to be really fun to see what's on the horizon for 2023.
Oh yeah. So I guess we get our snow gear together and get ready to do some skiing up in Denver, huh?
That's right. What do you like to do when you're not at work, Jovan? Let's get to know you a little bit.
Well, I'm only not working maybe 13 minutes a day.
13.
So, I mean, with all of the hats that I wear, I do stay extremely busy, but I'm a musician, so I love making music. I love, playing the drums. I've got some studio equipment at home. I make beats and did a little bit of DJing like in high school. So I love being around music and making music. That's what I do at my pastimes. And of course, spending time with my wife and my baby girl.
Let's not forget them.
Yeah, can't forget them. Mm-mm. Yeah, because they leave so quick, and I only have the baby at home now, so definitely want to spend as much time with her as I can, because in a couple of years she's not going to want anything to do with her dad.
Yeah, I know what that's about. 13-minute drum solo. I'm excited to hear the next one. Okay. I'm excited to hear the next one, and I think I speak for the whole team when I say, man, we're excited to have you, and we're excited for the growth for you and for the company in 2023. So if you want to talk to Jovan about coming to our next event, feel free to give him a call. The number's 815-918-4727. Again, that's 815-918-4727. And if you get to talk to Jovan, tell him you want a copy of Your Retirement Lifeblood. This is Zach's new book. We'll send you an autographed copy, and maybe Jovan can send you an email with his latest drum solo or something like that.
I can do that. I can make that happen.
All right, that'll do it for us today. Until next time, keep digging in.
This was Digging In Podcast, presented by Rooted Wealth Advisors.